Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I don't even know if y'all heard the theme song really well because I just realized I didn't have it all the way turned up. But I was over here rocking because it was turned all the way up over here. But what's up, Miss Hogg? How you doing? You know, I don't get to see you a lot. So every time I see you in my chat or in my comments section, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And I really hope that you are having a wonderful new year. I hope everybody is having a wonderful new year. My New Year's is starting off great. Nothing extravagant or super exciting happened, but I'm blessed to be here another new year. I'm blessed to see another birthday. My birthday was on December 29th, and some of y'all turned up on me. Turned up with me. On me. Some of y'all turned up with me. And I appreciate that. And some of y'all still coming through to support the platform, even though we all the way out the algorithm. I'll be like, child, somebody gonna find me one day. Somebody gonna find me one day. Say what now? You a first-time grandma? Oh my God, that's exciting. Now that is exciting. That is real. Child, y'all know, y'all know how much I love my grandson. My little grandboy Ace with the face. Boy, I had him last weekend. I'm going to get him his butt this weekend again. He do not like leaving my house to go back home. When I tell you he loves spending time with me and I love spending time with him, he just loves his yaya. And that's such a great feeling. You know, when I first found out my son and his girl was pregnant, right? I told them off tops, as soon as she's born, I'm going to have him all the time. I know that's y'all baby, but that's my baby too. And I'm going to have him all the time. And I said for the first couple of years, I'm going to have him all the time. They was like, say less. Say less, because if you're a mom, you know how it is to have a new baby and you tired and you stressed out and the pampers and the waking up in the middle of the night. Child, I had that baby. Y'all was here. Y'all was here. I had that baby almost every single day from the day that he was born. And it was CV, it was CVID. It was Rona time. He was born during the Rona. And I don't care. He only went to my house, to my son's house, to his other grandma's house. That's the only places he went, or to a doctor's appointment. And we would wrap him up real good because he was born in April, so it was still a little cold here in the Midwest. But I had that baby all the time. They don't have no choice. And that's what it is when it comes to my baby. They don't have no choice. I can have him all I want, every day if I wanted to. They be like, say less, come get him. But yes, he's such a cutie pie. And you know, since I do t-shirts now, custom t-shirts, child, he got so many shirts in his closet and in his dresser drawers. And when summertime's come, I'm gonna do like shorts and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then when he start playing sports and all that shit, I'll be making all his shirts and making our shirts. Team Ace, A. But yeah, I just love that. I love that. But yeah, when he come to my house and I say, okay, we got to get dressed, so I got to take you home to mama and dad, he be like, no, I want to stay here. I want to stay at your house. But then when I drop him off to them, he be so excited to see him. I think it's just a special feeling he has with me and his grandpa and his parents. He always wants to be with us all the time. Like even with my son and them, he loves his parents to death. They love him, but he has so much love surrounding him. He don't know where the hell. He just likes to be with everybody. But yeah, so I love that. Oh yes, Miss Hog, child. Check me out on the Hood Table, all my platforms. Or if you follow Miss Hog, you follow me on Facebook, don't you? I think you follow me on Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook, then you can see my t-shirts that I've been posting also. But yeah, it's about to be a busy season. And everybody come on in, like and share the video, please. And thank you. What up, Miss LA? Did I see the little homie in the chat where he at? Happy life. Happy life. Are you out here being happy? Or are you out here being cool out there on these panels? You being good? I hope you are. But when I first met Happy Life, oh my God, that boy, ooh, child. Everybody had Happy Life in their mouth because Happy Life was doing the most. But yes. What up, Kimberly Black? How you doing, boo? You said I am a Gigi. You a Gigi. I'm a Yaya. And I love being a Yaya. I absolutely love it. When I have more kids, I mean by my more grandkids, I should say, it's gonna be a world of just I can't even imagine. Now I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want a whole bunch of damn grandkids. Because I told them y'all can spit out a whole bunch of grandkids if y'all want. I'm gonna be rotating them kids like a damn revolving door. Sure, I keep this one on this day. I'll keep them on one day. I don't know if I can handle a whole bunch of kids in my house because I just maybe 2 to 4 between both of my sons, maybe 2 to 4. But I don't know if I can handle. I don't know. Then I would have to do something to the house. I would have to like add bedrooms in the basement or something. Because I only got 3 bedrooms, and one of them is mine. And then the other one, the smallest one, is my office. And then the one that's just almost as big as mine is Ace's room. And if I do have more grandkids, that room's so big. His room damn near bigger than mine, except for I have a bathroom in my bedroom. But his room almost as big as mine. It used to be my youngest son's, but I could fit like a couple of bunk beds in there, and all what do you call them, day beds? So I have enough room in that room for maybe 2 more grandkids. But if it goes over that, child, I don't know and I don't want to lose my office. But I guess I could move my office in the basement. But I got bad knees. I'm old, so I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to be in the basement. But anyway, I ain't gonna think about that all. I ain't gonna think about all that right now. But my youngest son is doing good. He was just over here, I want to say a week ago or so. Yeah, it's about a week or so because it was for my birthday. So he was over here about a week or so ago. Yeah. But yeah, they both doing good. They both still working. They out there getting money. They living with their women. They enjoying my sons never had the bachelor life, which I always wish they would have had. I always wish my sons would have a bachelor life. Just go out there after college, just enjoy being yourself, being single. But no, them boys, please, they love them some women. So they kept them a woman on their shoulders. Good, they usually good women, by the way. But yeah, as soon as they got the opportunity, they both moved out. And they both got apartments, and they both living with their woman and paying bills and living life and all the things. Okay. So yeah, I'm proud of them though. I'm really, really am proud of them. So I couldn't, I ain't perfect. My sons ain't perfect, but I couldn't wish for better sons. And that's honest God truth. Honest God truth. But yeah, so they doing good. The baby doing good. I'm doing good. But yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up soon. So you was talking about the t-shirts. This is going to be a busy season for me, for all treat makers, because a lot of people order strawberries and desserts and treats and stuff like that. So it's going to be a really, really busy season. A lot of people spend like a couple of days straight dipping strawberries, dipping pretzel rods. I mean, making Oreo pucks. I mean, just all kind of cupcakes, little mini cakes for the damn what do they call them things? Shit. I just posted it on my damn page earlier. Hold on. Yes, she says everything in a picture if possible. 20 30 servers and 24 cupcakes. Okay, I'm sorry, I got a customer in my inbox. I'll have to get to them later. But shit, the order that they want, shit, that's about 150. Child, keep the orders coming. Keep the holiday orders coming. To all my treat makers out there, y'all know Valentine's is one of the most important or busiest time of the year. So I pray for y'all that y'all keep y'all sanity because it can get crazy. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so back to that, the bento boxes. You know, some of y'all might be familiar with a bento treat box. You have a mini cake in the box, and then you also have like maybe 4 to 6 cupcakes in the box, or you can put like some cupcakes, some chocolate dipped strawberries, or some chocolate dipped Oreo pugs, or something else. But those bento boxes became very popular a couple of years back, so those are very popular around Valentine's too. So yeah, it's about to get real busy up and through here, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready. I'm ready. You said my sister spoiled her first grandbaby. She bought so much stuff for Christmas, and that's what I did. But see, I did that with all my kids too. They was spoiled, but they were also well disciplined. I was talking to y'all about that the other day, how me and my sons was talking about, like, my oldest son right now, he's 28. He's the one with the baby, my grandson. And his Xbox broke. So I would say, well, why don't you get a PS5? Because they just came out recently, right? I don't know when, but I know they out. And he said, Mom, them like $800-900. I said, if you was little, you would have that, right? He was like, yeah, I know, we would have had that as soon as it came out. I said, yeah, as long as y'all was well behaved, y'all was doing y'all homework, y'all was doing y'all chores, y'all was all the things. They had every game console. It don't matter if it was 300 or 500 or 600. They had every game console. So he was like, damn, this is when I wish I was still a kid, because you would have bought it for me. I'm like, yep, but you're grown now, son. So get it how you get it. And he was like, I just mess around and just buy me another Xbox. I'm like, yeah, it's so much easier when your parents are raising you to get all the things, all the expensive shoes and the Jordans and the LeBrons and the Kobe's and all the other shit that I bought for y'all and all the games and everything. But now that you got a baby of your own, you got a budget and you got to be smart with your money. So I'm glad he at least smart with his money. He's like, nah, I ain't getting that shit. I'm going to give me a new Xbox. All right, get your new Xbox. But anyway, y'all, I was supposed to come live this morning to do some hood news, but after hanging out with Riggs last night, every Sunday night, shout out to the people who be pulling up on Riggs and I, whether it's my channel or his channel, because we flip-flop back and forth. But whether it's my channel or his channel, thanks for everybody who's been supporting from the block to the hood table. Every Sunday. We just started season 2 like a month ago after a 2-month hiatus to take a break, because we were literally live every Sunday. And one day might not seem a lot, but when you have kids, grandkids, work, you do other shows, or you have, other hobbies, or, that one day can still, take a toll on your whole schedule for the week. So sometimes Riggs and I will have to take breaks. All right, homie, you can't come today. Okay, that's cool. Do what you got to do. And sometimes I might be like, hey, I'm doing this with my family, whatever. That's cool. I love the relationship that we have on here on YouTube. Everybody can't have that long-term relationship on YouTube as far as like collaboration and stuff like that. We've seen a lot of people try the collaborations, and sometimes they don't last. And it's okay if they don't last. Like Riggs was saying last night, he said, we don't know how long this is going to take us, but we're going to ride till the wheels fall off. But I'd rather for us to ride till the wheels fall off than to like do some people and they be arguing and fighting and dragging each other and trying to expose each other behind the scenes. We was talking about that shit last night. That will never be us. Never, ever, ever. If one day we both be like, okay, this done ran its course, I enjoyed you. You enjoyed me. The people enjoyed us. It's ran its course. One day it might run its course. But for the meantime and in between time, I thank each and every one who be supporting our shows. And last night, if you missed that show, it was a really good show. Y'all need to pull up on us on Sundays. We might bring something that's different from the B sector. drama and bullshit, but we be having some good shit too. Different topics, grown folks topics, by the way. But yeah. So again, I didn't go live because I was up late with Riggs, and then after that, I watched this new show. Somebody, my homegirl T, me and T on here, we do T Danielle, we do reviews on TV shows and movies sometime, and she hit me up. She said, "Girl, you ain't watched the other black girl yet?" And I was like, I kept seeing that on my damn Hulu, and I was like, this didn't look like something that would catch me. And y'all know, if a show don't catch me in the first episode, it's a wrap. It has to catch me in the first episode, the premiere, for me to continue on. And I'm telling you, the other black girl on Hulu, that caught me on the first episode. I was up to like 3 a.m. knowing I had to get up at 6:30 to clock in. So I was trying to get up at 6, do like a 30-minute show, my hood table in the morning, or hood in the morning news. That didn't work. I kept looking at that clock and hitting snooze, snooze, snooze. So that didn't work. But yeah, if y'all haven't checked out the other black girl on Hulu, I'm only on episode 3 or 4. There she go. What up, T? I was just talking about you. But yeah, T Danielle, she referred that show to me. So if y'all haven't checked it out, please do. T, we might have to do some reviews. I don't know. Is the first season over? Is it going to be a second season? I'm only on like episode 3, but I am hooked. I am hooked. No. You didn't do anything wrong. I was just telling how you referred me to the black girl TV show on Hulu, the other black girl, and how I'm already hooked already. And I'm on like episode 3 or something like that. But yes. So check that out if y'all haven't checked that out. T Danielle, that was a good referral. That was good referral. I was just telling them how we be referring different TV shows and movies to each other, and we be doing reviews sometimes. So I might have to hit you in the back chat, hit you in the behind the scenes. But y'all, okay, so let's get into the commentary. I done gave y'all a little chit chat, caught y'all up with what's been going on with me. I did drop the link just in case anybody wants to join me. But first thing I want to say is, when I was watching Kimmy's live, I hit on this a little bit the other day. When I went live to discuss Rob Rax and his alleged herpes that he allegedly gave to his alleged baby mama, who allegedly is having a abortion, allegedly. Anyway, so I hit on Kimmy's show that she had did, and she had brought up some stuff, from the past with her and Bree when they fell out, and for some reason somebody had posted. No, Bree had, I guess, tag Kimmy or something and said KRN posted something in Lipstick Alley, or I don't know. Something had been posted, and Bree was like, I think KRN is trying to get us to beef, or bring back up some beef. Something like that. Go watch Bree's video from a couple of days ago. She talked about it. So then Kimmy came live, and she was like, she kind of rehashed the shit that went down with her and Bree, and how she said Bree was talking about Nika. They was talking about, how Nika be begging or scamming or some shit like that. And so Bree, she responded today. And when I heard that from Kimmy, I was like, oh shit. I literally have been seeing Kimmy, because y'all know I be working my ass off. If y'all, I watch some of y'all, and I be in the clouds. Because it's really hard when I drop down sometime and everybody want to talk and speak, and I'm trying to work and I'm on the phones and all this kind of whoop, and then sometimes I don't like to drop down, because if I don't see people comments, I don't want people to think I'm being shady and not responding to them. So I really only speak if I really have time, or if I'm in between customers. But anyway, Bree had responded, and she basically said she didn't understand why Kimmy brought the shit up, and that she didn't think Kimmy was a do girl, and is she doing this for the crew or something like that. But when I heard it, what up, Riggs? What's up? How you doing? I was just telling the people about our show last night, that we had a really great show last night over there on your panel. Hold up, is this Happy Life in the back? Happy Life, this ain't your normal name, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to put my banner up, Happy Life, because I gotta make sure that's you, because it don't have your normal name that I normally would see. So, that's the background. Hold on, Happy Life. I gotta pull up a banner, child. Pull up a banner. Oh, let me throw one of my cakes on here. Cake. And let me throw one of my orders on here. Happy Life.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? Okay, I just had to make sure it was you.
Why? If it says happy life, it's me. Like what?
No. But your authenticated name does not say Happy Life.
Oh,
It says something else, and I don't want to say what it is, but it starts with an M. Starts with an M.
Oh. Well, that's not my real name though. If it starts
I know. But Happy Life, I gotta run to the door and get my Walmart order. It only take 1 minute, so just talk to the peoples, okay?
All right, I'll get to my lemon voice. All right. Shout out to who's here. Hey, that's everybody that's here. Um, Roll call. T Danielle, thanks for being here. MZ, thanks for being here. Kimberly Black is in the building. Thanks for being here. Shout out to you for being here. Big Ritz in the house. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Z Sarah, thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that good shit. We are here at the hood table today, and we're talking about Rob raps and all this other stuff. Do y'all believe that he
Okay.
gave him?
Keep going. I'm back.
Yeah. So you were talking about Raw Rat situation, and do y'all think that he got herpes?
I think it's a play.
Yeah, me too.
Only because when I was watching the video that Diva reposted, at the end of the video, the girl was on Rob's panel and he said, "So you got herpes?" And she was like, "No." He said, "So I gave you herpes?" She was like, "I never had the herpes." And then he kept asking her. He was like, "So you ain't got the herpes?" And she said, "No." He said, "So I got herpes?" And she was like, "Oh yeah." So at first she said, "I don't have it. I never had it." Then she said, "Yeah, I got it. You gave it to me."
Wow.
And she said it right after that. It wasn't like 5 or 10 minutes went past. It was like literally right after that. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, do you got herpes or do you not got herpes?" And either way, why the fuck you telling us? Like,
Right. We don't need to know. It's the internet.
Yeah. What else, Sarah? How you doing, boo? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, so we can get to that. But I want to finish what I was saying about Bree, and thanks for holding it down for me, Happy Life. But so Bree, when Kimmy had went live, did you see Kimmy's show when she went live the other day and she was rehashing what happened with her and Bree?
Oh yeah. I think Kimmy said something about Bree kind of like put her business out there or something like that. Then Pizarro.
Yeah. She did say that's why they started having an issue. And Bree was always like, "Well, what did I really say? Why you never really said what I said?" But Bree was like, "Oh, it was the thing about the adoption, because Bree had reached out, which I don't think she reached out, but I think she might have just was having a conversation with somebody who's in that field. And she thought it was a good idea if maybe Kimmy talked to that person, and maybe Kimmy could get some insight on, different routes to go or different agencies or things like that." I from just hearing it, I can see where Kimmy was upset, but I also can see where Bree was just being a friend, because I think the two of them really thought of each other as friends back then. I think they really did think of each other as friends, So, and I ain't gonna hold Bree, because I probably would have done something like that. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have been like, "I know my homegirl, she want to get an adoption." Or if it was a job, or if it was getting a car or getting an apartment or something, somebody who's in that field that maybe can help. But Bree, she admitted today, in hindsight, I should have talked to Kimmy first and said, "Kimmy, do you mind if I talk to this lady about your intentions on adopting? And then do you mind if maybe we get on a three-way, or I give her your information, or you give mine? In hindsight, Bree said that's what she probably should have done.
Yeah,
But
that's the best way to go, especially because you want to communicate with your friend, let them know. Because if you tell some stranger your business, some stranger going to go to that stranger, and then next thing you know, your business will be on the news report or something like that. So
but
yeah,
see,
you definitely want
but see, that might be the case if it was somebody on YouTube. From the way
to.
Bree was explaining it, I don't think it was somebody on YouTube. I think it was probably somebody in her personal life, far removed from YouTube. And because I don't think Bree would have talked to just somebody on YouTube. Like I got some of my good friends in the chat. Sislo, I wouldn't reach out to somebody on YouTube, be like, hey, Sislo's doing it. So I think it was somebody off of YouTube. But still, I understand both sides. But what Bree didn't understand was why Kimmy brought up the fact that, Bree, when they were cool, there was once upon a time where they were talking about how Nika, when the Rona hit or something, or everybody got sick or something like that, and Nika couldn't return home. And I guess she had came on YouTube and she was like, I need money for toiletries, I need money for this, I need money for that. And I guess her and Bree was talking, and Kimmy said that Bree was like, you better not send her shit, or you better not donate to her Cash App. And so Kimmy, she had, said this before in the past, and she said it again the other day. So when she said it, I said, oh shit, what's gonna happen now? Because I've been seeing Kimmy and Brianna's chat. So when I was when I be watching people while I'm working, I be going different places, and I was really surprised to see Kimmy and Bree's chat. They was like, Kimmy was like, Bree was like, we all good, whatever. And Kimmy
What?
yeah, I was surprised. I was like, when did this happen?
I know, because didn't they fall out at one point?
Yes,
Like,
that's where we talk. Yeah, that's what we talked about. And I was like, hold up. And I kind of like, it kind of was like a good moment. I was like, what? Because there are some beefs that be so bad that you think people would never come back from it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so when I saw Kimmy and Bree's chat, I was like, oh, they cool again. That's what's up, nigga. That's what's up. But then when Kimmy said when she did her show the other day, I said, oh, shit.
see, Kimmy be following that with somebody, goddamn me. I tell you, Kimmy be on the live and Bree did this, and you're like, oh shit, she did Bree
like,
dirty.
oh shit, is Kimmy gonna be welcome in the chat after this? I was like, oh Lord. I was like, oh Lord. And so Bree responded today, and she was just like, I don't understand why you said that, why you have to bring that up. That's old shit. But one thing that struck something with me when Bree was doing her commentary, because me and Riggs and other people was talking about this the other day, how the B sector can kind of take a toll on you, and sometimes you need breaks and things like that. But Bree said when she went back to look at a lot of the text messages, that they sent back and forth, she said she almost went to the ER because she was really, really stressed out. Like, when she was going back reading all their text messages, she said, I got really stressed out. And she said she almost went to the ER. And I've never been that stressed out about anything on the internet before, but I have seen things or heard things that might have got me upset or might have made me want to be like, I ain't doing this today. I'm not following this storyline, or this is too much. Some of the shit that be happening on here, I'm like, this too much for my spirit. I need a break.
Baby Jesus, we need cleansing up in here.
We were just talking about how some things on the internet in the B sector can really affect your mental
personal life.
Yeah, like not only can affect your personal life, but it can affect your mood. Like if you ingest too much of negative, that's whether it's YouTube, work, friends. If you ingest too much negative energy, it can affect how you feel. And how you
I'm getting it now too, because it's like it's just sometimes fun to eat your popcorn and just watch from the sidelines. Because
yep.
now I see why. Now I'm not stressed out. But if you're over there and they dox your family members or they try to get you out your body and stuff like that, I'm like, God damn, it could perfect. And then somebody in your family is like, what's going on? Why you feel upset? Well, I was just on the panel. Well, then you might want to keep
It's
away
like,
from
what
the
the fuck
internet.
you mean? Because our people, we say this all the time, right? Happy life. Our people in our real life, they look at us probably like we crazy. Like when I would tell my friends about the B sector, some of them is into the drama. So they into the
Yeah,
reality shows and all that shit, the housewives, basketball, all that type of shit. So they was like, oh shit, give me the. I was giving all kind of, here's Jay Wilson, here's Deanna, here's Bree. This was
yeah.
years ago during the Rona. I was
Okay.
giving out all these links to my friends and stuff, but then some of my friends was like, what the fuck? Y'all, they do what? They be doxing and following people and stalking people. No, they was like,
Yeah.
no. But
It's fun to watch it. It's fun to
yeah.
watch it, but not get it, not be there.
Right, exactly. And what's up, Bird? How you doing? And Illuminated Negro said, always go to the person first. It doesn't matter. Got to get permission. Absolutely. I understand that.
Right, right.
And as Sarah said, I don't speak on my people unless they tell me it's good. I'm not giving out numbers or personal details. That's how I am too. Like, even if somebody knows, like, y'all know I'm a cake decorator, a custom cake decorator. So sometimes people reach out to my friends and say they looking for a cake decorator or whatever. And before they even though people can hit me up freely and be like, I want to order a cake, but still my friends will be like, I'm gonna I'll tell her, I give her your information. So I definitely understand that. And whether it's for any type of service, I normally do say, well, let me clear it with my friend and give you their number or my relative, or I'll just give my relatives their information. But yeah, I definitely feel you on that. But still I don't think Bree did it out of any to be unkind or mean or I don't feel that. But again, you can't tell others people how to feel either. So Kimmy, she had every right. She had every right to be upset. So I feel that. And as Sarah said, panic attack probably they present as heart attack. Yes, panic attacks can sometimes present
Right.
as a heart attack. If you truly stressed out and you start having heart palpitations and shit like that. Shit, I done had heart palpitations before when something was really going really horrible or really bad, or I thought something was really wrong. Like, and then you get really nervous and you can't slow down your breathing. That can be very dangerous. Yep, stress is a silent killer. It really is. It really is. Absolutely. You're right. What up, Miami Popo? How you doing? But you said I ain't inviting people here. They love it, but I'm not exposing myself. Or yeah, you got to be careful what you reveal. We was talking about that the other day too, Sarah. With Riggs, you got to be careful with what you tell people here behind the scenes on your panel, because people will use anything against you. If y'all fall out and y'all start beefing, oh God, every little thing that you told somebody from
Right.
your
Life is
to
short.
your man's name to your job, like some people just don't give a fuck. They
Right.
will reveal
Look,
everything.
life is short. The world is a mean world. And let's say you cool with a person and you're like, yeah, yeah. And then y'all fall out. That person will turn right around, especially if they know your information. They'll use that shit against you.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you be in the title or they call your job. Well, I just spoke with your mother last night and she said you got one leg and you barely can walk. And I'm
Oh
like,
Lord, let's not talk about the legs, okay? That's all I heard the last several weeks of somebody's legs and feet. I ain't even gonna say no names.
or you fell down on the porch yesterday and she said you were are in a mental state or something like that, or you live at this and this. And I'm like, wow. Like, yeah, this is stressful.
Child. But that's all I have to say about that. I don't know if there's going to be an issue or not, or if it's just going to squash itself out naturally. But I just knew that Bree would have something to say about what Kimmy
Mhm.
said. It was kind of like, and then she said, Because Kimmy was like, I brought it up because a lot of people here are new in the sector and they don't know a lot of the things. And Bree was like, well, should I then turn around and tell all these newbies a lot of shit that you did?
Yep, it's gonna be on and popping. I already know the beat gonna be on.
I just ooh.
It looks
I just
like
bent my head. I just bent my head and tapped my forehead. That's what I usually do when I just like, oh.
It looks like to me 2019 is gonna be back. The old beef between Kimmy and Bree renewed part 3.
I don't know, but I have to say this. I have to be honest. A lot of people know I haven't done B sector content in almost a year because it was really nothing. It wasn't really nothing. It got to really pull me in for me to discuss B sector because I discuss so much shit. So I'm not just a B sector commentator, but so it has to really interest me, and it wasn't a lot that was interesting me. So, but from what I've been seeing so far, like they starting the new year off like, hey, a lot of content creators like, hey, let's do what it do. Let's kick this new year though in 2026. What up, Detach Myself? How you doing, boo?
I got an opinion. Lemon is just a self-hater that does not want women or people in the B sector to grow. Damn.
Oh, wow. A lot of these people are guilty as charged. That was not 2019. That was during the 19. That was around like 20. I think Bree said 21 or something like that. But so I titled the video, "Are you guys anxious for the lip syncing battle contest challenge, and are you joining?" There are some people on here who can really, really sing, and they do join all the actual singing challenges. But I was trying to see if who all might be interested in joining that lip singing challenge that Dragons is doing, and I think it might be interesting. But what I didn't know, Happy Life, was that Snoop and Shakim had already had a lip singing. Did you watch that? Were you there?
I don't entertain that Shakim guy. No.
Okay. Well, I had no idea that they had. I thought that sounds fun, right, Sis Low? And the thing that sounds really fun with a lip singing contest is, first of all, you got to make sure you on track with the words. You have to absolutely make sure you're on track with the words. You can't be too far behind. You can't be too fast. You have to be absolutely on track. And then on top of that, even though you're not really singing, you have to make us believe that you are singing.
Yep, the lipability. Yep,
the lips, the mouth, the jaws, the cheekbones, the eyes, the forehead creases. When you singing, especially when you singing your heart out, you gotta really make like Dragons like they gotta bring it. They gotta bring it. You gotta really bring it, because even though you're not really singing, we have to feel that song. And that's the thing about lip singers. You have to feel that song as if they are actually singing it. So I think it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. Yep, it is different. QI is different, and Dragons has a right to grow her channel. She absolutely does. Now, I did hear that people were saying that Lemon was trying to sabotage, but then I also heard that Lemon was donating $250 to the pot. So was he really donating $250 to the pot, or was that just a rumor in the rumor mills and not really true? And what's up, Pandy? How you doing, beautiful? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. But so I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that Dragons is going to start it off at $200. She did say winner takes all. So it's not no first, second, third. It's going to be winner takes all. And she said that the judges, I believe, is going to be Bree and Pisa. I don't know if any more judges are going to be on there, but I do know it's going to be Bree. She said Bree would be like a host too.
Imagine if just Kimmy was a judge.
What after what just happened? Maybe before, I don't know. Maybe before the other day, but I don't know. I don't think I can see them all up on the panel at the same time judging the contest. But I do know that Bree and Peace are supposed to be judges. I think Bree is going to be a host too. But Vic offered to be like the DJ. Do y'all hear my dryer going off?
Yep.
I need to run in there and turn it off. I have one of those dryers that buzz like every 2 minutes if you don't go get the clothes out. But yeah, so Vic did offer to be the DJ. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. What up, sexy toy lady too? How you doing? You said that was a rumor. Lemon is out hating. Why is he hating on everybody? I keep hearing that Lemon is hating on everybody. Why is he hating on everybody? I mean, shit, from the way I see it, he be out here getting the most numbers, even though he might have to stay live 12 to 24 hours a day. But he do get a lot of numbers. He do make a lot of money. Did he say he works like 3-4K a month?
Yeah, he says he makes 4K, yeah. And then, you know.
If you make it 4K a month, why are you hating on other people? Let other people eat.
I don't know, unless he wants to do the lip singing challenge on his channel. I guess Dragons does hers.
Well, I heard that he said that. I heard people say that he was upset because Dragon wasn't making him a part of the show.
That could be a factor because he could want the spotlight. Like, Dragons, why am I not a judge?
Oh, I don't know. You said it would be great if it was B sector. Child, these days people can hardly tell who's B sector, who ain't B sector, who. I honestly don't know where everybody originated from. I do know a lot of the people who originated here, but then some of the other ones, they be like, oh, I was here. I was just in the class. Or, oh, I was here, but I was under a different name. Oh, I was here, but you know what I'm saying? And so can you really know if they were really here?
No, if they were under another page, then we can't tell what page you were under.
Exactly.
You gotta be the real you.
Exactly. But you know the ones who were really here, because when you get to talking about certain things and they be like, I can't remember who that was, but somebody had somebody on their panel. They was asking them about certain things. And the person was like, I don't know. I don't remember that. Or I don't know. Or who was that? Or they was like, you don't remember that? And they was like, nah, you can't be B-Set. You can't be an OG up over here, because you would know. It's just certain things you would know.
So what about Miss Olivia? Is she B-Sector?
Well, no, she even said that she ain't B-Sector. She came from the black. Wasn't it the black sector she came from?
Oh, something black.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but I know she's not. And she says it all the time. She says, I'm not B-Sector. She's just adjacent. Like some people are adjacent. It's a lot of adjacent people here now. And some of these adjacent people be swearing that they B-Sector, or that, they OG, triple OGs, and I'll be like, damn, I don't remember them. I don't. But like I said, some people be like, I had a different name, or I just never dropped down. Like, how could you be in a sector for like 5-6 years and never drop down? Not once. There was never a chat that you really, really enjoyed that made you want to drop down, at least to say, hey, hello, how your mama doing? Have a great day. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, QI, that's what I'm talking about. Some people be lying.
That's you lying. Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah, you ain't got a lie to kick it. What up, Be Easy, my dude? What up? That dude. It says that dude. I said my dude. What up, my dude? What up, my nigga? How you doing? We doing good. Did
you see the Heidi and Jay Wilson where she tried to like played on his top and stuff, and he gave her like 240 and she wanted like 1,000?
Because I thought that it was only going to be one winner. So when he gave her 250, I didn't see that coming. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming because they thought it was only going to be one winner.
Mm.
So people were like, "Oh, Jay Wilson, he must love him some Heidi. He must really like Heidi. He must be infatuated with Heidi. Or he must be, all the things with Heidi." And he was like, "No, it ain't like that." But I was surprised that she got some money. Not saying she didn't deserve it. I'm not saying that. I was just surprised. I thought it was gonna be one winner. They was gonna get 1,000 and some change, and that was it. And everybody else was gonna get a thank you for entering. Have a good day. Better luck next time. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
beefing. Heidi and Jay Wilson is beefing. Oh, it's so funny though. It's so funny though
So,
because
so
this ain't
why
the
is
first
it
time.
somebody you beef with, you enter that competition with the person you're beefing with?
That's what people were saying because they know that Heidi and him was beefing in the past, and Heidi dragged. Oh, it's been many times where Heidi dragged him, and people were surprised that she entered or that she was allowed to enter. A lot of people like, that if that was me, she wouldn't have entered. If that was me, I would have closed the door, locked the door, just watch from the clouds or some shit. But so I don't know. I was just shocked that it was more than one winner. That's all. It don't matter who would have won the second prize. I just thought it was gonna be one winner. But yeah, Heidi said, "Fuck that shit. I want. If you want to use my video, I want more money, more money, more money, more."
I want more money. Woo child. Woo
Yeah,
child. Baby. The people ain't real today.
yes. I mean, it's entertaining. Trust me, it's entertaining because I'm telling you, in the last like 6, 7, 8 months, I just been watching the weed sector. Like, I ain't even been following a lot of the shit. I be lost in the sauce. And
Mm.
I truly was like lost in the sauce, and I would listen to other people talk about it, but no shade, no tea. I'm like, if something's really not grabbing me, I know some people on here, and it's all about content. It's all about keeping your channel popping and staying in the algorithm and getting them coins, like Jay Wilson say, coins. Keep me there. But I just can't discuss shit if it's not really that interesting to me.
Mm.
I'll just not be on here at all and just be working or doing my other shit that I do in my daily life. But yeah, you
Well,
said facts. Yeah, facts. But it's interesting. The storyline that I saw the other day with Rob and the Herps and Bree and Kimmy and Heidi and Jay and then Dragons and Lemon. I'm like, oh shit. That's why I said they starting off this year. Like, okay, let's kick this bitch in 2026.
well, damn. Did you see the new audio and Doc and Mia situation on Goosey's Live? They were going ham.
Okay, so I don't really know about this audio guy. I know I seen Mia, I think on Lemon's channel before, right? She be over there, right?
Uh-huh.
Goosey, I haven't watched none of his shows yet. I didn't even know Goosey was going live. Um, so I haven't watched any Goosey, so I don't know nothing about that at all. I don't know nothing about this, but I've heard people say comments about that audio, not too nice comments. So what's he about?
Well, I'll give you a short story. I mean, he quiet down now, but he came in the B sector kind of hot. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I remember. I remember
Yeah.
he came in the B sector hot, and I remember he was dragging certain people or trying to read people for shit that happened years ago. Like it was one of those things where, okay, has he been around? Is they just
No, no, he just got.
regurgitating shit he heard? I wasn't feeling him. I'm just being honest. I wasn't feeling him, so I really didn't care to you know what I'm saying? Just
Mm.
but anyway, so what happened?
I think it's like some report saying that this doc chick reached out to Audio, and then Audio left her on red or something like that, and then Doc is trying to say that Mia is jealous of her because she got the interest of Audio. So I
So
felt,
that person be on Lemon's panel, right? That's a female,
yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah.
So I saw a few comments here and there about people saying, oh God, I saw somewhere where somebody said, I wish they would mute her, or I wish she would get off the
Oh
panel.
yeah, she be interrupting the shit Lemon be trying to say. Like Lemon's like, please don't interrupt me, and Donna's like, no, no, it's this and that, and she kept interrupting.
See, I can't. Lemon's lies be too long, and it's like I like Lemon. I always liked Lemon. I really did. Lemon used to be over here a lot, when I used to discuss B sector content. But you know how it goes. If you ain't really discussing B sector content, you might not see a motherfucker. You might not see a motherfucker in your chat for a year or two, and I know what time it is. I know where I'm at. I always know where I'm at. So when I talk shit like that, I'm just be joking and fucking around. But it's no it's no serious to it. But I do understand. People, a lot of people over here, that's what they want to hear. B sector shit. I just happen to discuss a whole bunch of shit, and B sector is not at the top of my the top of my list to discuss. But yeah, I had heard that. You see people in the chats and stuff, and people be talking shit, and I was like, "Who is this Dot?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is this Dot?" I don't know. And so I went over to Lemon's panel, not his panel, but I clicked in on one of his lives one time, and he was live for hours by then. And I said, "Oh, this is Dot." I think she doesn't she have like her real picture up for her
Yeah,
avatar?
she said, and guess what she said? Because I found it out because she said it herself. She said she lives in California and that she is a truck driver and
Oh.
that she be on OnlyFans.
Oh, so
And she
she
said,
has an OnlyFans account?
yep, and she said her pussy is the bomb.
What? You know what? What's up, Shady Blue? Child.
That's what she said out her own mouth.
T. Danielle says she's annoying and she's a drunk. T.
Yep.
is bragging about having 4 kids. No, T. Who brags about having 4 kids and not raising any of them?
Well, she says she takes care of her 4 kids, so I don't know.
I would
Then,
be so ashamed if I wasn't raising. I would be ashamed if you can kill me. I ain't gonna hold you. If I didn't have the opportunity to raise my sons, I cherish my sons and I still cherish them now. I will bust a head down to the white meat over my sons, and they know that. They know that. They we done rolled together for years since they was born. The oldest one about to be 29 in April. The other one about to be 25 in February. They know they mama. She will bust her head wide open over them. I can't imagine not. I would. That's something I wouldn't brag about. Not
right.
me. I wouldn't brag about it. No, I wouldn't. If I couldn't take care of my kids, I probably wouldn't even tell people I had kids, to be honest.
Well, she says she doesn't have them and that they're with their daddy. So
well, it's one thing to say I have children and they're being cared for somebody else. But what T said was she's bragging about having 4 kids and not raising any of them. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the chick. I'm just saying I did everything. I worked everywhere from 1 to 3 jobs and had hustles on the side to take care of my kids. It was times where I only saw them at night when they were sleeping, and I would kiss them and pray over them and pray that they are okay with whoever care they in while I was working and going to college. I went to college full time while working 2 jobs at one point in my life and raising 2 children who have very busy active lives in sports and school. And I would do it all over again. I would do it all. I said the other day on one of my shows, I don't know how. Honest to God, I don't know how I was able to do it, how I was able to provide for them and make sure they had everything they had. And we wasn't rich. You know what I'm saying? We struggled paycheck to paycheck, rob Peter to pay Paul, all that shit while I was raising my kids. But I got them up to the age of 18, graduated, college. Now one of them got me a grandson. It's just something you can't. It's this feeling of taking care and raising your own child and turning them into wonderful human beings. It's It's priceless. It's priceless. Yeah, it's priceless. I just so I would feel horrible if I couldn't raise my child. I would just die.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But somebody said I can't do lemons at all. I used to do lemon when he didn't have those marathon lives, like when he first started going live. I was in there all the time, every night. But then it got to the point where he was live for so long, I would literally fall asleep while he was live, and so I would never be able to finish the show. And then like the next day, I'm trying to catch up with everybody else, and Lemon was live for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, so I didn't even have a chance, and I got work and all kind of other shit going on. So it's like you can't even go back and rewatch the shit unless you just have absolutely nothing in your life going on. Like, so it's like I miss a lot of shit over there. You know what I mean? And I don't have
And
time
then,
to
then you remember those days where he be sleeping on his lives? You'd be like, "Where's what Lemon at?" And he'd be falling asleep.
Then Lemon, Dragon. Did she post something on her page saying, "See, he still fall asleep on his lives"? I saw something on Dragon's community wall because I was looking at Dragon's flyer and I was admiring it because I think she really did a good job on that flyer for her challenge for her lip singing contest. And I was like, that's a really nice flyer that Dragon did. But so then as I was scrolling down, I saw her post something that said, matter of fact, let me go find it. Hold on. Let's see. Dragon Dome. And also she said again, if anybody wants to donate, that you can donate to her pot, but she's starting it off at $200. But hold on, let me see. Let me scroll down a little bit. And what up, Farrell? How you doing, dude? What's going on? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and yours. Okay. Oh, she got a lot of posts about Lemon. Damn, I gotta go through all. You know what? That's what. Okay, what do you think about this? Snoop told her that she recommends she not continually to talk about Lemon when referring to her challenge, because Snoop said he's just going to use that, against her every time or try to sabotage her, because people think Lemon's trying to sabotage her challenge. So Snoop was like, don't even mention him when you're talking about your challenges. Don't even don't even mention his name. And so she was like, okay, I won't mention his name, but I'm going down her damn community page, and all I see is Lemon. So I don't know. I'm trying to find that post where she was talking about him sleep. Fuck. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys like and share the video, please, and thank you. I did drop the link just in case anybody wants to jump up here with me and Happy. Like, okay, here we go. So one day ago, Dragons posted, yeah, he's still drinking, going to sleep again on his lies. Big tell. Then she put a whole bunch of side eyes and a whole bunch of clown emojis behind that. So is he still falling asleep on his lives? I thought that was done. I didn't even think he was like drinking like that on his lives anymore. Yeah. Dragons used to do tarot reading. She sure did. Yep. And as Sarah said, it was like a full-time job. I ain't got time for that. Yeah, it was a full-time job, child. It was living lives was like a full-time job. Thank you, Sarah. And you know how people say nobody should really get applauded for raising their children. You know how people say, like, if it's a man and he pays child support, or if he takes care of his kids, people are like, oh, shout out to him, he did. And people are like, why is you shouting out that man? He's supposed to take his. If you have children, you're supposed to take it. You were born here. You were born to procreate and take care of your children and raise them to be awesome human beings, and then help them with their grandkids and help them raise the grandkids, and so on and so on and so on. That's just life. That's how we're supposed to rotate around the sun. So some of the things that I did, some other people probably didn't do. Some of the things I did, some people could have done it with one job. I know a lot of people who only had one job and they was able to do all kind of shit for their kids. Me, on the other hand, I had to have 2 or 3 jobs. And like I said, I sacrificed a lot, but I do it all over again. They ain't never been. Well, I ain't gonna lie. One of them was locked up for a minute, but that was because he was speeding. I think he was speeding, and what happened? He was speeding. He got pulled over. And he had a ticket, and he didn't pay it. That's what it was. So he was driving home from work one night at 2 a.m. and they pulled his ass over. They was like, "Oh, you got a speeding ticket and you didn't pay?" He was like, "Oh, damn, I forgot all about that ticket." So they took him in and he called me at 3, 4 in the morning. It was so funny. Well, in hindsight, it's funny. At the time, it wasn't funny because I'm the kind of person, if I get a phone call at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know the number, I'm not answering it. And so somebody called me over and over and over like 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30. And I'm like, who the fuck is this calling me this time of night? I don't recognize the number. And so finally, I think around 5:30 in the morning, I answered the phone and it said, "You have a collect call from," and it said my son. I said, "What the fuck?" I mean, I jumped up, happy life. I think that's when I might have had a little mini heart attack.
Yeah, because you jumped out the bed. You're like, "My son, what? What happened?"
When I tell you I jumped out that bed, I said, "What the hell could he have done?" I'm like, "Where did I go wrong?" I'm just panicking, like, "Oh my God, what did my son do?" And so I'm not knowing what happened. So then he's talking to me. He's like, "Mom, I need $300." And you know, when you have a collect call, you can only talk for so long unless that person got some money on their phone bill, like a credit. And I ain't had no money because I ain't shit. My brother, you know, he go to jail every now and then. But it's been a minute since somebody was in jail and called me. So I didn't have no credit on my phone for jail calls because it's been a minute. And so I'm up here 5:30 in the morning. I got to clock in at 7. I'm on here 5:30 in the morning trying to figure out, and he's out of town. He's like a couple hours away. And I'm trying to figure out, who do I call? How do I get money on this book? I need to talk to my son. I'm panicking. And then I'm calling his girl, and she's not answering her phone. So she has no idea. And he normally gets home around 2 a.m. from work, and it's 5 something. I said, I know she has to wonder where the fuck he at. And so finally, one of his co-workers called me. And they was like, "Miss Tanya, you know, your son, he got right away from work. As soon as we pulled off from work, they pulled him over and said he had a ticket." And I was like, "Really? For a ticket?" I was so furious. I'm like, they got my son in there for a fucking ticket. And so, but that's how it is. If you don't pay your ticket, that, you know, yeah, we all make mistakes. But when that happened, y'all, my heart, I just clutched my heart. Like, my son is in jail. Even though he was not really in jail, you know what I mean? They just take you, they sit you down somewhere in the corner, you know. So
they put you in like a cell, like, "Hey, just right in there until we get some information."
Right,
and then they get on the phone.
Then you get bonded, pay a ticket. All they wanted him to do was pay the ticket. So basically, the friend, he hit me up. He gave me the website. I went on the website. I paid the ticket, and I paid the extra fee for the arrest or the booking or whatever. It was like $300 altogether. And so I paid it at like 6:30 in the morning. I think he called me about 9. He said, "Mom, I'm home." Man, I was like, so the people who really be having kids go to jail for major shit, I don't know how y'all handle it, because this was a motherfucking ticket. Like a motherfucker, like he was speeding or some shit. I was panicking.
You thought it was for something major, like you thought it was something major, like marijuana or something like that. Or he
I didn't know what it was, because I know he was at work. My sons work night and overnight, and they both have the same schedule. And even though they work at 2 different jobs, they both get off at like 2, 3 in the morning. So I'm just like, what could have happened from the time they go to work at like 5 and 2 in the, what could have happened? What could they have done? I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, what could he have done? Did he? I'm just the wheels are spinning in my head. Because I think I know my sons really well, and I don't think they would do some fucked up shit to go to jail. So I'm like, what could have? So that's why I was panicking, like, oh my God, what did they do? What did they do? And when the friend called and told me it was a ticket, I was like, you know what? I paid that motherfucker. And when he called me at like 9 o'clock in the morning and said he was on his way home, I said, as soon as you get paid, I want my $300. He said, I got you, mama. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Did he get it to you back?
Hell yeah. The fuck? Hell yeah.
You're like, I want my damn $300 back now.
I said, you down there gave me a heart attack. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm too old for this shit. But no, he was gonna pay. That was my last of my worries. I would do anything for my sons. Anything for my sons. And if they did something wrong, you got to prove them guilty for me to even think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because when you have children, you know your children really well, and you kind of can know, like, okay, if you said this one did this, okay, maybe, but if you said this one did this, I'm like, nah, nope, I need proof. So I know my sons pretty well, and I raised them to be good guys. You know, they not perfect, but they're just not the type of people that just go out there and be all rambunctious and just be doing some fuck shit. They work, they go home. They work, they go home. They hang out with their friends. They play video games. They don't even go clubbing. They don't do, they don't do none of that type of shit. They're like homebodies. So that's why I was like, what the fuck could have happened? And then the fact that his girl was asleep all night with a baby, she didn't even know. She woke up in the next morning. She was like, I didn't even know he wasn't here because she was asleep. And then she started panicking. I said, don't worry about it. I paid the tickets and stuff. He'll be home soon. But yeah, it was a mess. Happy life. I was so scared. But yeah.
You got the call at 6 at night. And
no,
then
in the morning. They started calling me around 4 o'clock, but I wasn't answering the phone. And then I finally answered around 5 or 5:30. And I was like, okay, let me just answer this phone, because by that time I'm thinking somebody dead. That who ain't nobody calling you at that time of night unless somebody dead.
Right.
So, and that's why I didn't answer. See, there's a thing about me, Happy Life. When people call me late at night, I automatically think something bad, something horrible, because people just don't call you at that time of night. I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer the phone because I don't want to hear it. Because I already know how I am. I hate when people are hurt. I hate when people die. I hate when, I'm very sensitive when it comes to that shit. So that's the reason why I didn't answer the phone, because I don't like getting late night phone calls because it's always something bad. And then I didn't recognize the phone number. So those two things together made me not answer the phone. But after like the third or fourth phone call, I said, let me answer this goddamn phone.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for joining us, Sarah. She said she got to go sleep. I know that Sarah's like on a different time zone, I believe, but thank you so much, Boo. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chats. No matter whose chat, it's always a pleasure to see you in the chats. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Have a good night and Happy New Year again. But yeah, I think we discussed everything I wanted to discuss. Was there anything you wanted to add interesting before I go? I'm trying to stay underneath 2 hours, so we still got some time.
Well, what movie or TV show have you seen? Have you seen anything about the Commercial Shields and that Ali lady? That
not really. I heard some people talk about Ali's daughter maybe coming back into the ring to fight her or something, but it's been a long time since she fought. Now, Clarissa Shields, I will have to say, she was here. She's been, Terrence Crawford, the boxer, right?
Yep.
I'm here, the one who fought Alvarez some months ago and beat his ass. But he's from here. That's our hometown. And so every now and then she would be with him in like his little camp when he would go somewhere, or he would be where she is supporting her. So she came here when we had his celebration for the city. The whole city came out, celebrated him. She was here. And a lot of people was posting on Facebook in our community, that bitch is, she uppity, or she stank. People saying her breath stank.
Wow.
They were saying that she's mean, that she's standoffish. People were saying how
Oh,
they spoke to her and she didn't speak back. People were saying how she
wow.
was looking down on people, and that's not the type of shit you do to people in our hood. Because we will straight
Right.
clown your ass. But I don't know. I know right now that she's into it with 50 Cent because 50 Cent been talking shit to what's his name? Papoose.
Oh,
Because
wow.
you know the shit with her and Papoose. She been talking shit about Pap's ex, wife, baby mama, whatever. And I guess there was a situation where she was in the store one day bragging about what all he bought her and flashing money and all this stuff. And Pat was in the same mall with Remy Ma. You know, they were shopping at whoop de whoop whoop. So people's like, are you stalking her? Or is Pap got two different bitches in the same mall and he just, you know how you ever seen that movie where somebody they on two dates and they'll hurry up and run and say, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom or something. They'll run to the other side of the room and they'll sit down with the other date. Then they'll say, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom or something. They'll run to the I know you've seen those type of storylines in a movie or a TV show. But people's like, is Pap doing that? Like trying to play both of them at the same mall? But I don't know. I ain't seen Ali fight in a long time. So is she gearing up to get like she's a lot older than Clarissa too.
So is she like 43, like 53 or something like that?
You talking about Clarissa or Layla Ali?
Layla Ali.
Layla Ali, she is 48 years old.
Damn.
That's almost 50.
Mm,
By that time, most people they done gave up the gloves and they done gave up the robe. Clarissa is 30. So she's 18 years younger. That's one fight I wouldn't even enter. I don't care if Layla still got it or thinks she got it. I have to give her that one. You can have that.
mm.
You can have that.
Last time I heard is that Layla was training Carissa, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, Carissa got jealous, and she was like, "Well,
I don't know.
yeah."
I don't know because I really haven't been following the storyline. I just been hearing a little bit here and there about Layla and Carissa. I don't know the storyline. I don't know who was training who. I just I just really haven't been following that shit. But I did see 50 Cent going at Pap on Twitter. And then I think Clarissa got on Snapchat and she said something about 50, said, you need to shut the fuck up. So I was like, oh,
Damn.
yeah. So who knows? But shoot, anybody else live right now? Let me see.
Uh, I
Oh,
think
Sincere is live. Oh, Binary is live. Sincere
Eva.
Binary Live is called I Got an Hour or So Why Not?
Well, Diva's live. Diva Tomboys.
Oh, she blocked from where?
No, I said Diva's live. Her title
Oh,
says,
Diva's live. Oh, okay. Diva live too?
yeah, her title says is MU buying views.
Oh, I saw that earlier, but I thought she was done. I didn't know she was still live.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, I know a few people are live because I'm about to end soon. If we ain't got nothing else to really holler about, because I don't want to be on here all night. But I just want to. I'm trying really happy life. I'm trying really to get back into the algorithm and talk about some stuff that really interests me when it comes to the B sector, and still do my other commentary on other shit, and still do shows with Riggs. So I'm trying to squeeze a little commentary in here every now and then about the B sector. But again, it just got to be something that just catch my attention. You know.
Well, I know the Kimmy and Bree catch our attention because they've been going at it for years.
Yeah, I'm gonna see where this is going. I don't know if it's just gonna be like Kimmy said that, Bree said that, and it's over, or if it's gonna be a back and forth thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears to the streets.
So what about Pizarro? Is she involved? Because she said the only reason her and Bree fell out is due to her. So oh.
Well, I do remember that Pisa. She was it Pisa who was trolling Kimmy? No, it was.
Somebody will.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. Memory don't go on me now. Memory don't go on me now.
They'll go away.
Was it Pizza who was trolling Kimmy? No, Kimmy was trolling. Oh God, that's right. Kimmy was trolling Pizza.
Okay.
Madison Blue. Madison Blue. So much shit happens over the years. Sometimes I gotta think a little bit. But so Kimmy was Madison Blue, and I guess she was trolling Pizza. People's like, well, if that's your friend, that's you would have should have told her. Woo, woo, woo. But I just know that I thought that Bree and Kimmy actually were friends. And I think from what they're saying, that Kimmy really thought Bree was her friend. And I think Bree really thought Kimmy was her friend. I hate that they fell out, but the shit happens in the B sector. It happens. It happens. And that's why I say, I literally said last night on Rig's platform, I said, even if you have somebody behind the scenes that you think you're really cool with, that you think you're friends with, and I have some. I have people who have my phone number, and I have their phone numbers on here. And I say, even still, do you tell your family everything? Do you tell
No.
your siblings everything? Do you tell your
Mm-mm.
parents everything? There's some things that we have to keep for ourselves. So you have to be careful what you tell people, even if you consider them a friend or have a YouTube ship. You got to be careful because when it comes to bad day, child, we've seen Mad Day over and over and over and over with so many different relationships on here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have to worry about that with me, cause I wouldn't want my secret out there anyway.
Child, I ain't really got no secrets, but it's certain things. Like if I talk to somebody outside of here, it's on some general shit. It ain't no deep dark
Hmm.
secrets or no. The thing about it is, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's behind the scenes, whatever you say to someone, it has to be something that you don't mind coming up on the panel for the world to hear. You know what I mean? Like if I tell you something behind the scenes, I have to be like, okay, if this get repeated, it's going to be something that's on somebody's panel that wouldn't harm me or that I wouldn't really care about. So you just got to be careful that way. But you can't tell people how to move on here. Shit. The beef sector been around how long? And we see the same people or new people do the same fucked up shit that they done seen older people do in the sector, and they still have the same dumbass outcomes.
Mm. And
So,
mainly dots and kids. So I was like, wow.
child, I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is. But it has been entertaining over since the beginning of the year. We only on day 5. So it has been interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing more commentary and seeing where these storylines go. I know Rob Rax, his girlfriend, told us to save the date for tomorrow, I think, because she's supposed to be having her abortion consultation. And she talking about she's going live. Y'all say the date like she getting married or some shit, or like she having a baby shower, she graduate, and save the date, y'all. Because when I have my little abortion consultation, I'm gonna come back on here and I'm like, what the fuck? Who come live after they have abortion to talk about it? Like what? Child, or even an abortion consultation. Like who? That's why I keep saying I think that's a play. Whatever they got going on, I don't know. And then I saw her in his chat today. So the other day, you doing a live, you talking about he gave you the herbs, you talking about he ugly, you talking about he looked like a Ninja Turtle, you talking about this and that, and all he do is be sweating and drinking in your basement. And then I saw her in his chat today. So like,
So why would she let him hit then if he's all them things?
because she claims she really didn't know a lot about him in the past, and that the only time she really saw any content on him was during the him and Tracy saga. And I said the other day, I said, ain't that enough? The
Mm.
shit that him and Tracy went through over that few, ain't that enough to let you know who you might be dealing with or what kind of person you might be dealing with? How much
So
do you
you talking about the B sector Tracy.
No, I'm talking about Rob Rax and his ex.
Oh, okay, so it's a different one.
Ex
Okay.
Darla.
Okay.
Yeah, no. See, remember him and Tracy was together? And remember they fell out and he went to jail and all that. Remember that shit? Was you here
Yeah,
for
I
that?
remember that part when he went to
Okay.
jail. Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about. She said that's the only thing that she really saw on him over the years was him and Tracy, their relationship. And I was like, wasn't that enough? If you watch that shit every day and watch her when she traveled to see him to the coast, and then saw him go to jail twice within 2 to 3 business days, that wasn't enough to tell you what you was getting. I mean, come on, like how much you gotta see.
That's crazy how she would let him hit and then all of a sudden you hate the guy.
And he gave me the herbs.
And he gave me the hurts.
And he called my kids retarded.
Wow.
And I heard he was choking her and dragging her and all kind of shit. And that the people at the apartment complex, the maintenance people, said if they see him on the property again, they're gonna call the police on him.
Damn, do you
But she
believe
was
he
in
was
his chat
choking
today.
her?
So you tell me something. Do that sound like a play to you? I don't know.
It does sound like a play when she says in 1 minute she was like, yeah, yes, he did, and then the other minute you're like, no.
Yeah. No, I don't have the herps. I ain't never had the herps. Then, like 2 beats later, yes, I got them and you gave them to me. I was like, hold up.
Yeah, that sound like a lie. That sound like a lie to me. I don't think it's a play because I think it was she was trying to do content or sympathy or something.
I don't know, Happy Life. I don't know. But child, I'm up here holding it. I gotta use the restroom. I'm about to get off of here so I can go to this bathroom. And then I gotta get my clothes out the damn dryer. Actually, it's not really clothes, it's just my bathroom rugs and stuff. I got them washing, but they should be dry now. But I don't know. I'm gonna just keep my eyes open and keep my ears to the street, see what come of these storylines, and look for some more interesting thing to come on here and do commentary about. So again, I'm trying to go live at least every other day for maybe 30 minutes to an hour or so, just to get back into the algorithm.
And one more thing, what do you think about Lemon and Ness going to Vegas? And I think it's later on this month or in February at some
I
point.
don't know. I will have to. I don't know. I'll try to catch some of the commentary, but again, I can't catch a lot of Lemon because he be live too long, and I don't have the time to replay his videos. But if you see anything interesting, feel free to hit me on the IG if you see anything interesting. But other than that, I gotta hop off of here because I gotta go. I literally
All right. And I just want to say this line. Make sure y'all keep it hood.
gotta go. All right, Happy Life. I holla. Okay, you guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and share the video. Please and thank you very much. Feel free to hit the Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402. And like Happy Life said, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.